Ewia Premtobe Kasie no so na yemfa ema yetwa so na yede ama odia bra yensa na hene ekenka kwambosi kanodi tu dwa no eyade edom kuma no ekasa yese budget ne de bibia enimo saso ena dom dodo no kyerɛ sɛ budget no a yensa na hene ekenka no mo kyerɛ sɛ ebema Ghana yakoye nimu pa na sa enkrofom yenu yi omo kasa wɔ mrehwedwem na yehwɛ sɛ de nsɛm no ekoye ewofie ho.
And Central University is a contractor working. The road between Tamamoto Runabout and then Adam, how do you call it? Akosombo is a contractor working. The road between how do you call it? La and then a Junction Mall is a contractor working. How many of the Agenda 111 projects are still on site? So they can do propaganda tomorrow by giving the contractors some money and telling to go to the site. There are so many abandoned projects in this country. The country is in crisis. They have lost the understanding of how to turn things around. And I'm saying, the only way we can get out of this misery is for the people of this country to remove NPP from government in 2024 and bring NDC government. What?
Say you hold the Abena accountable. Na mo fanya pudunuma no emaye tina me kanse me sector ne de won wa kanse ye yifuto bia to ho ama me na me de akoye network na ma ba bi edi ni no enti ye hwe ni mu se nansusu a ye hia network no afia ye besi mu ebe ko awieye no na network no ye nya bia na enti the finance minister kan o budget mu abarora telephone no na waya wedi so ana oni so woni so a eno no na yetumi ene no enya egwoko ye ni edumi ni di e okwan bia ye fa kwan bia ye pese ye ne fa so waye na study so se di osika ye na ye bona ba so na se di omusika se no network no vote no na network na ba ne de na vote no so.
If you cast your mind back prior to 2016, one, they said our NDC government was borrowing too much. What have we seen? Unprecedented. 13 billion within 4 years. What have they done with that money? Another area, the banking sector. The banking sector, the minimum capital requirement is 120 million. Okay, how many banks were closed? If we even close up to 10, right? Multiplied by that, most people use 25 billion. And what do you call it? The closing banks. You know? What it means, let's say, we had people who were not up to the level. They were incompetent.
We've gone beyond relief. People have lost their livelihoods. They've lost their homes. So we should be going beyond relief to those things. He mentioned that there were crisis response window. Fine, that is agreed, provided that money will come to help in the restoration, compensation, and then resettlement. That one, I will accept it. But to talk about release step and relief effort, I think we are going beyond that now. Because very soon, people will be expected to pay hospital bills. Very soon, people will be expected to pay their children's school fees. Where are they getting money? Now that their livelihoods have been washed away by this flood. So we need to think about restoration.
Ewusiwaa yetwa Ewia Premtobe Kasie no so na yede ama ye free eye akwamosika yensa na hene bekenkan ede ma ye no mu nsensem mu na fei yede ni atwemo ewo ensem foforo emo na se Ghana adehye ebeka ya October boso ne da edikan ne mu ena rehosem beto twase eyade akane fama eye first lady no watwa nananom ensiedo eye kane mapeni enho kene John Ejekum Kufuor enam so ma ebusuafo ehye se omo edide to mo bekra na chikwa ba beto dwa na eyade a amandobo ya beto dwa se free enei ena eye kane mampeni John Ejekum Kufuor ene ebusuafo ehia na fei omo akwa na chikra enam so o merhwehwe bedwam eyade a emrehwe bedwafo omo ebo ho ne nyina no edom kuma ena fei so edom dodo ne nyina no akade abomu a omo ede arechetrensem eko ede ama kane mampeni.
In our governance structure of former First Lady of the Republic of Ghana, who supported President J. Kufuor to steer the affairs of state, albeit not to perfection. But at least, Mr. Speaker, the late Teresa Kufuor was a sobering influence on President Kufuor. Mr. Speaker, I want to recognize her dedication to free compulsory universal basic education. At a time when the country had launched to implement the constitutional requirement of expanding access to free compulsory universal basic education, she gave dedicated attention and supported that resources be made available for that purpose.
Mr. Speaker, indeed Ghana has really lost a mother. Madame Theresa Kufuor, the wife of ex-president J.A. Kufuor, really served her country to the best of her ability. She impacted a lot of lives, especially the lives of young girls. She played a major role beside her husband. As the saying goes, behind every successful man, there's a woman. But I truly believe that indeed she was at the side of her husband and steered the affairs of this country to the best of their ability.
To add my words to the tribute being given to a mother and a former stateswoman. The Speaker, our mother, as we affectionately call her, Mother Teresa, was the first lady of the second president of the Fourth Republic, His Excellency J.A. Kufuor. And the Speaker, she died on 1st October 2023 at the age of 87. The Speaker, she was an exemplary woman. And why I say this is, Mr. Speaker, as many of us who attest to, as politicians, sometimes our spouses can make and unmake us in our various constituencies and whichever endeavor we find ourselves.
Enti yefasa kwenye iso na ya makane mampene John Ejekum Kufuor enye busuafo ni nyina no yako isanso ye nyina na yahwrade yetwaso na yede amaw yekwa epoye mantemo isi regional chairman Edema MPP amanyoko no Ora Jeffrey Kunedu Ado one ensemdwefo akasa ne semo a ode eto MPP amanyoko titaifo nyina ni mo ne se omo enhwesa fempim yenu ene eduno eno yabato no omo ebema enkaboma di omo akotere afei so atemdidie omuyimfiri omani wone kasa yemu ena odi etu dwase wafimpimienu ene eduno ena yabato odiganfo ni mo no ewo se MPP amanyoko no ejitaifo ehwese ometwom ho edifiri atemdidie ho esase breaking the 8 ni die kwamia so no nyade a omobema ni pebia etwetwetwe mo akwemu enonti omo ehwese poye mantiemu no ejitaifo mudi omachi nyina no omobetwom ho edifiri atemdidie ho no mo aboa enkabom aye etwuma ede aboa breaking the 8 no
akra meka edi asre wo mo ene achitafu nyina ese bia nke ne kasa mu yi bia nko kasemu a oba obetimi aye se delegates ni to abama no so oba be ye parliamentary candidate kwa okofa so akoji akonwa na okopre no ede abreye enya fe ni yekoto ayampia enya fe na yekodidi atem enya fe na yekotwe anu asi another contender so enya fe na obi, especially on WhatsApp. The catcher or mwende ese wunipa kwa ye beti se wachita for eye bibi a one throw mama mwenda ye hene to aso itimi sign.
Jeffrey Kunedu Eduyo no oye Eastern Regional Chairman okasabi ye no and a national organizer Edema MPP amanyoko no Henry Nana Boache ono so den nsem etudwa.
That every candidate minus one person who could not turn up. The reasons we are not aware of, but we can say that at the moment, barring any unforeseen circumstance, we have cleared every single aspirant to contest. So that is the position now. Although we are doing some background checks, after vetting, you need to go into certain details, secure for yourself some information and all of that. So in our considered view of the regional leadership, I can say that we have cleared everybody to contest. But however, if we uncover any information which suggests that we have to take a certain decision. We are going to do so.
Nikakremo no ena aspiranta ye ba beto muswaba no won so wodo wono nsem atudwa
ebe say imiritie ya me won enya esanwoso efa fiti ma TMP won bisuban won so na me adwuma den fa ma ho brase ma ho keka enne nyametumi ayenso nse bi ni bi say ma ye bia esamba politics mo kra no ni ma me yen e wo Ghana asana president Kufado se be nyambe fa no minister the sign at the same mode of recommended. I will show you more or yet and he and me and into my family delegate Akasa. Me no be out.
If you buy me banner, me buy near to my palm, me buy yeah. I saw me man for any, no saw my gun any. A man go fear Kakrana, go phone in a dear for mammy. You show me price, I may buy the Sakakai. Me ba beji to me na ama MPP wakotia na biaka oman Ghana nyina
afan place pressure on sana so to me feso the Kasia social on sa to me feso afan place safo o ma so na afa no kwanya se be go won aboti o se we NDC CPP MPP ni o ma so na afa kwanya se nyina no e ba wa hu se kakra o me share de sa no itimi kura ma ne yeyi timi o didie ma me say this time round say MPP delegates to a hinsi ahenefo Ram Sakwanya na Bima, Sam Membra, Mitty Frank, and my party now. 2024, inshallah, MPP for the first time. In this season, I shall MPP and I shall Ghana mining. Send me a Yami and I
from Ghana, Babuno and a Dawson. That he attractive to majority of the voters. And no Miss Ressa was here for Bona, Womu family and Boa for the year. Now MPP to become an idea. Was with a man, sa, you bet to me as not including Bra, and couldn't be in a bar, Bebuno, a Benjumai. It's with a man, baby, it's a share tourism, a baby Jimu, not a Juma, Abba, it's a Juma, Edima, a Bebuno, Kuayo, a name, a Faria Juma, and I yet true. A Kufa, and I'm going to say, this time, idiot. Maybe she changed year now for the first time. I just sit to know area my MPP or a family inside. No, myself.
MPP parliamentary aspirant ewo eye Cape Coast North Mesino emo ewo ififini banchemo eye Ora Lawrence ampa na nesamwa ode atumbebu no mo ewo mfimfini amantemo ni nyina animo ne se omo enhwe se ensan nedwuma yade bako a ehye pa enu nti se wo wie school na obetena fie na woni ensan nedwuma ekema yese na wotena ho na afesu wakwakodan wawofo anapo se obi a wo hwe se omo bibi na se ne beye na wonso wonsa etimi akọ wano enu no omo akasa o twere se omo hwe se omo akasa betimi enya ensan nedwuma ebebo omo akasa abeyo omo boss
Ora Lawrence ampa editor just say obi awo ne celebration nsem enti so obedidi se wonidi nyina ayene awodo hyebrebe nti wonde wode to mabuna nimo so obi ankan wonsoro no waka na wonye bibi mu a wone ne ho nabusua wode nsem tudwa bra no won nana tawia adwetwe nkomo ewo agoto chairman technical vocational training institute ya eno wate ese oba beboa amansa no dwumasua atumi akoso ewo agoto chair ene ne mpotemu ye wo Cape Coast no sabato mpesua so
dwelling so much on obi mama woni dwom aye however no se wonya akonya na embre wo tete fie na wonye adwuma ye no wo de kwakusu enyama bi today bread making sugar craft was or what in the field by them we are sure to a daily income to sustain themselves. It's about time we have to walk the talk. Every government here knows that technical education is best for us as a
Nana Kojonya ko di kan yempuntu hene ema akotoche na wode eto mabuna ni mo se obi ama modern so de no bekwa akwhye ntete ase se oyo bema na oyo ba esanse sa vocational training center no free untu aka prekura de yan sa wakro na empanyefo etumi atwere wudin na wahyase esuane a ewo se usua
no okiyen man pe ye gwende demo odi ye bibie di so wasen amotum na hon abrabon so wotum na wegyado no so da bombra enti wa wo ba didi ujedide biare ehu misafo na yen register people binim po mfi akotachere mfi da communities oba na awota akotachere say maza no wara obazi obedire do wa ma me hia so ye kan yan ho send say be na say it is agura wan hye yon kra ma me fo so ye mo modern na ye ship nti ebo modern na ye bo de ejumedi no da ogbaze awofo nya mo mra na mmom mo ho kakran da in yon yido ye ma so twi wa kaye misafo no ham na ntokotoko na azemi mpenu wo ye da ejumedi na ida ogbaze no onye ejuma
panyi a wono na ehwe training center ho etoto ho nioma Samuel Nana Teria editor just say enche kra enioma de odi begu akwan mu na nsampo no wonu ebedi kan wie school no wode wonu be fantetie mbe se afe ekonanimu no na wode bi ekeka ho akopem se mfie miensa ebeduro wogidi pa se ebetimi aboa ama emebunu no daache ayekra behwe
aza oye yene nsuadun kasapa de yere hwakwande aban baba ababusom na yeso ne bia acha kwa be amfi afi kotiko amfi num ntem na saban bado akwata chairman tanka vocational training institute no aban ba baje na baba aban chafa hallelujah because ya kado de aban mbra na omusum na school no ayakase nti ya tunsa fra aban de ombrem na chafa bi abaya ma school na peja no because aban aka to de opra boa yensa no dwuma ekonko akasa ma atotum ma oja papa eye oye hwan vocation taganka nti ba aban de ombrem na maboa ma ejumeta asama ontum kwanka
Ejedi ni sikasemo kasie na ebusuafo edruso na endrada wabra yensa na hene oraken ofori ata okenkan akomosika no ede atudwa no de atudwa se afempim ye no ene ediono enaya ye ba besiwo mo no eyade Ghana economy no ebetwa ne hoye pa na ebesi ne nice so pa se de omani nyina ehhehwe o kire se eniama ne enkankan bia omo ede atoto apono so no eyade a aban no ehhwe bo se omo ebenya 1 trillion GDP Ghana cities eno mo say.
Mr. Speaker, the 2024 budget is even more significant because we crossed, Mr. Speaker, the 1 trillion gross domestic product mark for the first time in our economic history. Let me repeat, Mr. Speaker, Ghana's economy under President Akufo-Addo in 2024, final year in office, is projected to be valued over 1 trillion Ghana cedis in 2024 from the 219.5 billion we inherited in 2016. Mr. Speaker, 2024 1 trillion gross domestic product. Mr. Speaker, fundamentally, this is a government that is self-aware, reflective, and has been open throughout the process to incorporating citizens' feedback in preparing this budget. And as in previous years, we have prioritized stakeholder consultations. Consequently, we engage with and obtain valuable inputs from key stakeholders, including investors, traders, academia, organized labor, civil society organizations, bankers, development partners, faith-based organizations, a cross-section of the leadership and other honorable members of Parliament. We also launched, Mr. Speaker, the Ghana Mutual Prosperity Dialogue on 2nd November 2024, a new and innovative platform 23 to deepen our collaboration and partnership with the private sector. The platform aims to enhance the long-term competitiveness of Ghana and increase our attractiveness as a hub for businesses on the continent. This will have a standing committee co-chaired by the Minister of Trade and Industry, Minister of Finance, and the private sector. I want to assure our stakeholders that we have, as much as possible, reflected the proposals and recommendations from these engagements in the budget. There is much more to be done with the shared ideas, and the Mutual Prosperity Dialogues will be a robust and dynamic platform to inform future policy changes.
Enkrofo kroni enkrofo aman sunsem na yedrusuo na oman Madagascar ene gedeni etwemu na enchebia oman no ehwenimo se omo ediom abato ebehhehye so na amanabo twere se wukọ oman ni mu ade hye omo ho no ekama yesa abato no de enwom ni so kra na mpo so omo adwene mu esa se obi asori anapa ohwe se obenya nsio ede ye aduane anampo se ode adware
Ebusuakuo wodoa wo oman no ekropon emu womo enya ho kwan entumi enhwe se womo niema ahodoɔ no obetimi abohuban eno eyade bia enwanwa yie papa sanse dodoɔ na edwene se womo niema ehia senka aban no ebehwe aye ama wonum no aban ne twini nti no eno nti womo akasa ede befa ho akwakoye woniema eyie wabra womo etu aba no eya wada no na wo hwɛ se dia opposition fo nso ede ensem bi atu dwade afa ho se abato na ekoso no womo ebehwe se wobesai bibia ewo ho woma no enkoso wabra president Andre Wojelina enso edi tu dwa se wogidi wuye wonakomemu se wombeto aba no edi eyi no obia beto ama no first round no emu na sabredi womo ye kire edi etia aban no egina womo kropon mu ya womo ekire se wobeya bimse abato no ebeba so nenso wo hwe duduo na nso a womo akire mu se ewiase afa neni na amai awodo a won ho ekire wonom no Madagascar eka ho ebie enunti de abekoso November 16 de enhyada emfa wonom ehu wo se obia enhu wonom we eyensem bi afi Olivia enchen ede eba
Erebusia for we so na ye jinone sama wodwa ye chibre ede esum wo se Ctv ewia Ctv Kasiepo de ni nyina esi ede amaw ede we ye de wo esi amaw mo ene sha ade shimidi ede Abena Ewusiwaa ye dinkra
Ctv